On the edge of a frozen world, polar seas provide an unlikely sanctuary. Rich in nutrients, these cold, deep waters harbor a surprising array of creatures. And each summer, sun-filled days trigger an explosion of life. But the summer is brief, and the cold soon returns to the frozen kingdom. The Arctic North is an unforgiving world of snow and ice. Much of the landscape is a biological desert where few things can grow, and even fewer animals can survive. Winters here are nearly sunless, and the sky is shrouded in a cloudy chill. It is a world of mystery, a place where the spirits come to play. To scientists, the northern lights are electrically charged particles colliding above the Earth's magnetic poles. But to others, these lights reflect sacred beliefs. A mother polar bear and her cubs emerge from their den in search of food. They have been sleeping for 5 months, the cubs relying solely on their mother's milk for nourishment. But now, in early spring, she has no fat reserves left, and she must find food. Polar bears are one of the few animals who have adapted to living year-round in this harsh environment. Their wide, bushy paws provide a sure footing on the ice. And their hollow hairs conduct and retain heat from the sun's faint rays. They are so well insulated that they are rarely bothered by the blowing snow and temperatures that may dip to 50 below zero. But food is the main concern, and the mother now heads off in search of her favorite prey. An Arctic fox tags along, knowing that a successful kill will provide leftovers. Though easily blown off course by the wind, the compact body of the fox conserves heat by exposing as little as possible to the cold. This tight design helps them endure the entire winter without hibernating. A rocky beach in the Bering Sea harbors a rookery for northern fur seals. It's June, and the breeding season is well underway. Females give birth 2 days after arriving on shore and will stay close to their pups for the first few weeks of life. But like all young, these pups are prone to wandering off on their own. Losing their way can be dangerous. Males will sometimes kill an unprotected pup in order to prompt females into breeding again. The mother's search becomes frantic. The male uses its massive body to crush the newborn. She's too late, and the rookery will have to go on with one less pup. Fortunately, this year's crop is large, with hundreds of pups vying for attention and space. But soon the mother turns her attention towards breeding, and courtship begins in earnest. Overheating can be a problem in the midday sun, where temperatures can reach into the 60s. Fanning with their hind flippers is a popular way to keep cool. Play fighting in the surf can also be a release from the heat of the day. But occasionally, fighting becomes serious. Males are highly territorial, and disputes over turf can be vicious. Their 500-pound bodies and slashing teeth can cause serious damage, though the jousts are rarely deadly. As the breeding period intensifies, these territorial disputes become even more common. For young seals and females, however, play fighting is merely an enjoyable way to pass the time. The northern waters near Glacier Bay, Alaska, are among the most nutrient-rich in the world. Each spring, humpback whales travel here from as far away as Hawaii to harvest the summer bounty. Krill and other forms of plankton make up the base of the food chain and are an essential part of the humpback's diet. At the height of summer, long sunny days promote photosynthesis in microscopic plants, which provide food for larger organisms. Combining this with upwelled nutrients from the ocean floor creates an environment that can lead to spectacular plankton blooms. Packed with millions of these organisms, the surface of some sheltered bays can often appear as thick as soup. Though tiny in size, each humpback can eat a ton of these creatures a day. To capture them, humpbacks take in massive amounts of seawater, then filter out the plankton through fibrous baleen plates that grow down from either side of the mouth. Occasionally, humpbacks join forces, trapping their prey from below in a circle of air bubbles. They rise up together with mouths wide open. Humpbacks have one of the largest brains and are among the most intelligent mammals on Earth. One of their defining characteristics is their communication through song. Their songs are considered to be the longest and most structured in the animal kingdom, sometimes lasting up to 35 minutes in length. Each song has an ordered sequence of themes and phrases much like our own music. Detectable 100 miles away, researchers believe the songs have different meanings, but function primarily to identify potential mates. The strongest bond among humpbacks is between cows and their calves. Mothers with newborns are the last to arrive at the feeding grounds, since they've spent as much time as possible in the southern waters off Hawaii, allowing their calves to build strength before beginning the journey north. Mothers stay close to their young, defending and suckling them for up to 7 months. Like all mammals, whales need air, and this mother may be helping its calf to breathe by gently nudging it to the surface. Humpbacks' enormous pectoral fins can reach 17 feet and are used to communicate and play with each other. But the most spectacular performance is the full-body breach. With plenty of food at their disposal, the humpbacks are content to drift and play in the long northern sun. Orcas, or killer whales, inhabit all the world's oceans and sit firmly on top of the food chain. They are the largest warm-blooded pack hunters on Earth. Here along the coast of Patagonia off southern Argentina, these orca have come to one of their favorite feeding grounds. Further to the south lies the coldest, windiest, and driest continent on Earth. Antarctica's core of frozen Earth covered by enormous glacial sheets up to 2.5 miles thick, makes this unforgiving land even colder than the North Pole. Crystal designs hang from the ceilings of caves, ornaments formed from centuries of compacted ice. Refracted sunlight fills the caves with an eerie blue glow. Along the coast, where the sea provides food and relief from the bitter inland temperatures, several species of penguins have gathered. Emperor penguins are the largest of all penguins, weighing up to 75 pounds. They're well insulated from the cold. A gland near the tail secretes oil that they use to waterproof and smooth their slick feathers. And a thick layer of fat acts as further protection from temperatures that can reach 100 below zero. Emperors are highly social, and huddling together is another good way to stay warm. Like all penguins, emperors have traded the ability to fly for proficiency in the sea. They can dive up to 1,500 feet and remain submerged for 16 minutes at a time. Stones found in their stomachs by scientists are believed to reduce buoyancy when diving deep. A colony of Adelie penguins has also gathered to feed here. The stomach slide is sometimes the fastest way to get around, and the penguin's thick blubber ensures a smooth ride. The sea is vast, and these emperors appear to have no problem sharing its bounty. Adelie penguins feed mainly on krill and small fish, catching their prey at speeds up to 20 miles per hour. Their black and white colors act as camouflage. From below, they blend in with the sky and ice, and from above, they merge with the sea. But danger arrives without warning. An orca patrolling the shelf has its eye on the colony. A quick exit is the only sure way to safety. Though safe for now, the penguins' respite is brief, for the freezing cold of night will soon be upon them. Animals that live in the polar regions face conditions that perpetually threaten their survival. Many of them have adapted by living on the bounty of the sea, following ancient migratory routes as the seasons change. For most, the sea is both a provider and taker of life, reflecting the never-ending cycle of the natural world.